Hey guys, Sav here, back with some more Let's Replay Guild Wars 2. Today we are going to start Living World Season 2. And it starts with Disturbance in Brisban. And we got a letter from E. Which I accidentally opened. So it kind of spoiled a little bit, but yeah, anyway. It says, strange happenings. Carry the cat, I'm well aware of just how busy you are. However, you've heard the theories that Scarlet disturbed one of the dragons. I fear these theories have merit. My eyes and ears in Brisban Wildlands are reporting mysterious incursions into previously quiet areas. Go see for yourself. I hope your curiosity will spur you to action, E. For the record, E was introduced in Living World Season 1. You don't actually meet E. She's just a character that starts sending emails mysteriously during Season 1. And she's now sending us, or he or she is now sending us a letter to start off Season 2. And we need to go down into here, which will get us into Dry Top. But I believe the first instance is actually here in Brisban Wildlands. So we'll cut the video until I get there. Alright, so we're in the instance here, but before we get started, I just want to go over one more thing that I didn't think to mention at the beginning of this video. I actually started with the last video. I have a new video editing software. I will now be able to render and produce my videos in 60 frames per second, which I haven't been able to do before. The major issue with that is I can absolutely do nothing else with my computer while that's happening. It takes up 100% of my CPU. So it's going to be, whereas before it only took about half and I was able to do a lot of other things while I was rendering a video, it's not going to be possible anymore. So it may change the output of my video schedule. I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm going to try to work with it. But I literally have to do it, you know, and do nothing else. And it's not something that I'm used to doing. Like normally I would have been recording this video while rendering another video. So unfortunately I can't do that anymore. So we'll see how that affects my video output schedule. Maybe I'll put more effort into it. We'll see. I'm not sure yet. Just to give you guys a fair heads up in case my videos do slow down a little bit. I mean, I've been fairly consistent with the 3 videos a week. So if I would like to do more than that, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do more than that now, but we'll see. We shall see. This is not my full-time job, so.
Tonight, I'll take your watch so you can get some extra sleep.
Listen here, Mother Hen. You can stop fussing. I'm fine. My ribs barely hurt anymore.
You ready? Let's join the others, shall we?
Another thing that they didn't mention in the Living World Season 1 recap is these two are an item. They're in love.
What are Seraph doing all the way out here?
How about we ask? Oh, look, there's the others.
We'll wait here for them.
That timing. His voice changed.
Barely a peep from it. I got through those vines just fine.
You worry about him too much. He's tough.
I never said he wasn't.
You thought it.
What?
Nothing.
I want to talk to that Seraph and find out what's going on around here.
Alright, so we'll do the optional catch up with your eyes, I guess. Unless I have to read them. One of the biggest issues with the Living World Season 2, as opposed to Living World Season 3 or Heart of Thorns expansion or anything else, is a lot of reading. Not a lot of voice acting. So I hope you guys don't mind the sound of my voice. Hello, Carry the Cat. We've been waiting for you. There's a group of Seraph in this old fort, and it looks like they're having some trouble. The others are on their way too. Let's go see what's happening. Do you sense it? There's a hush in the air, as if all but the bravest of birds have fled the area. I don't like it. Let's go see what we can learn.
Hey, come on over here.
What are you waiting for? Let's go talk to the Seraph. Jory and Cass will catch up. Follow me. I want to talk to everybody else first. I want to get a sample of those living vines. I wonder if I could create hybrids. Easy there, Mastermind. Things are dangerous. And finally, there's some crazy stuff going on out here. Makes me really feel the distance between us and the Citadel. This is a big adventure.
Excuse me, Corporal. Looks like you've got a problem on your hands.
You might say so. We need to get through those vines, but they're impassable.
How about we give you a hand?
That'd be great. We're a small expeditionary squad.
What are you doing so far from the Reach?
We're tracking black market traders that came this way. We suspect they may have a secret ingress past this mess.
Well, let's see if we can help you clear a path.
Your help would be greatly appreciated, man. Delacroix, come over here.
Yes, sir. Well, I'll be damned. Hey, sis.
I thought maybe this was your squad.
You're related?
Yes, sir. What are you doing here, Margie?
We heard a rumor there were strange goings-on in this area. We came to investigate.
As if taking on Scarlet wasn't enough excitement to last a lifetime. Let's talk. We've got some information about what's happening around here.
For the record, you do meet Belinda in season 1.
Timmy, get in your golem.
Stay close, Jory.
Kaz, that's my line.
What are Inquest doing here?
They're like rats. They show up everywhere there's death.
You guys go left. Kaz and I will go right.
We need to hold them back here. Our outpost can't withstand an all-out attack.
Might makes swiftly.
These guys are fairly weak.
You take the eastern path.
I'm on it.
The other Delacroix.
Yes, sir.
Another problem with season 2 you'll see a lot is the way that some of the enemies kind of trickle in. Kind of like, I don't know, making the instances longer than they have to be. Maybe it's intentional, I'm not sure. You'll notice that a lot. At least I notice it a lot.
Get the barricades up.
See, on the other side.
Like, what is the point of them coming like one at a time like this? Like, they're just running one at a time through here. Like, they're gonna do something one at a time. It seems kind of silly. Why don't they just all come at once? We blow them all up and then we move on.
On the mend. Covered up.
I keep trying to glide. I can't glide. Not yet.
Too cold.
Here comes the trickle again. We just blew up a whole bunch of them. Now they're coming in one at a time again. Oh, I missed one.
Dropping golems in behind us.
On the mend.
Ooh, ow.
That was exciting. It's been a while since I've seen you in action. You've improved.
I've been getting lots of practice.
Looks like we've almost got those vines out of the way. You coming through with us?
Yeah, we want to see what's on the other side. You don't mind, do you?
If you come with us? Great gods, no. I don't get to spend enough time with you.
Let's see if you still feel that way after a few days of being around us.
By the way, if you don't care for Timey's voice actor, let alone Timey, Belinda is the same voice actor, so yeah.
Delacroix, I have a mission for you. I need you to run back to Fort Salma and give them an update. Oversee getting soldiers posted here to keep these vines back. I don't want our retreat cut off just in case.
Yes, Corporal. I'll grab my gear and go.
I knew I could rely on you. Double time, Seraph.
Yes, Corporal.
Well, darn. I guess she's not coming with us.
It's okay. Some other time.
I'm sorry I can't go with you. Promise you'll stop by Fort Salma on your way home and let me know how things went?
I will. Send Mama word that you saw me, will you? So she worries a little less.
Okay. I'd better get going. Take care of yourself, okay? Love you, sis.
Always. You too.
Belinda, it was good seeing you again.
Aw, same here. Goodbye.
That's another thing too. You'll see a lot of too. Is you always see the optional speak with your allies. Almost always. Let's speak with Belinda. I know I have to do my duty, but I'd much rather be here with you and the others. You're a good soldier. I just wish I could see what's on the other side of the wall. I've never seen this far west. My family isn't known for adventuring beyond Shaymore. We'll tell you all about it over drinks and fine food. You better not forget a single detail, and watch out for Margie, okay? Don't tell my other sisters, but she's always been my favorite. One day I hope to meet the rest of your family. Maybe. My mother doesn't much like strangers. She's had a hard life. She doesn't trust easily. It's nothing personal, I assure you. Well, perhaps she'll make an exception for me. She might. Marjorie has told us all about how you killed Zaitan and all the other great things you've done, Commander. No need to be formal. Besides, I haven't been actively commanding the Pact for some time. I imagine you've been busy since the Pact brought down Zaitan. I'm sure they'll call you when they're ready to move on to another dragon. I can't imagine them doing it without you. I look forward to that day. That's the other thing too, a lot of this optional dialogue is going to be long-winded. I might... We'll see after this video. I might start skipping a lot of it because it's not really all that interesting. that might have been the most interesting one of all of them here, and it wasn't overly interesting. I'm glad you suggested we came out here. I'm over the moon at a chance to fight besides Belinda. Actually, it was E who suggested it. E hasn't steered us wrong yet. Any idea who it is? Not yet, but I'm collecting clues. I'll figure it out. Just imagine how much nicer it would be if the inquest turned their energies toward improving things. So sad. Have you been hitting it off with Belinda? I've tried, but there's something distant about her. It's almost as if she didn't want to know me because you're a noble upbringing. Maybe, I'm not sure. It's as if she doesn't know how to talk to me. She's not the first commander to be shy, the commoner to be shy around me. I just don't understand your social system. It's pretty simple, really. You can receive a title directly from the Queen or inherit it from your parents or another relative. A title comes with a manor in Divinity's Reach, usually. And you're rich. Not necessarily, though most noble families are. And if you're an invited member of the court, the Queen may give you an allowance from the royal treasury. What does it mean to be a member of the... What does it mean to be a member of her court? This is boring. I'm gonna start skipping this. I'm sorry. It basically means you have a skill she wants. I mean, it's good. Let me stop myself. This is good to know to some extent. You know, if you're overly interested in the lore and you really want this information, it's here. It's giving you some ideas, some idea of what it's like to be a noble of Divinity's Reach, what it's like to be a commoner of Divinity's Reach. Sure, great. Honestly, it's not that interesting. But for the people that really get deep into the lore and want to know the intricacies of the lore, it's a good thing that it's here. Again, it's optional, and we'll probably be skipping most of the optional stuff from here on. It basically means you have a skill she wants you to use on her behalf. She has advisors on many subjects in her court, and then there are those who are just there to be charming. She lost an opportunity when she took your title away. She had no choice, but when the ministry arrested my father, it forced her hand by making this situation public. The Queen, and thus the nobility, have an image to uphold. I think I understand it's politics. That's also a lot of foreshadowing, too, and you'll see in the future what that's all about. There's a ton of foreshadowing in everything we just said right there, just for me knowing the future. And finally, Corporal Jansen. The Inquisitor are brutal enemies. They have absolutely no conscience whatsoever. We're here to look into thieves working for the black market, but the inquest won't leave us alone. I'm ready to explore beyond the ridge. I don't care. Alright, Disturbance Brisban Wildlands completed. We got some loot. One thing that I will say is a lot of the loot that you get from doing this is pretty decent. So that is the end. Well, we'll go in. I think that there might be a cutscene, so we'll get the cutscene out of the way on this video. Wow, tier 5 dry top map too. That's pretty crazy. Sandstorm starts in a minute. I haven't seen a tier 5 dry top map in a while. Anyway, that's the end of this video, guys. We'll pick up here next video with Fallen Hopes. We will look into the situation in dry top. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.